For my second idea is rugby. The angle I'm going to do is how the game has changed over the years. I would like to show how in recent years there's loads of new rules and regulations have been brought in to supposed to be making the game safer, but a lot of people have been saying that it stops the way the game flows and makes it less good viewing. Also, I'd like to go on about how technology such as the replay and slow motion cameras have made it easier for the referees to make bigger decisions in high profile games such as the World Cup. The documentary mode for this, I would choose expository mode because it's a subject I'm very close to and I've already a lot of knowledge on. I'll use voice of God technique to give a proper narration of the event, but I would also like possibly me or a presenter to appear on screen for short periods to keep the audience's attention, and also if there's any demonstrations that I would like to include. I think this will appeal to the target audience because the age I would aim it at are the young players in rugby, and also the target audience would be roughly the same age because that's my age.
Just carry on.
To make sure it appeals to women as well, I'd include how women's rugby has become more apparent in recent years and how that game has developed as well. I would include a brief overview of the game in general so that if there's anyone out there who doesn't have any knowledge of rugby whatsoever, it brings them up to speed so they're on the same page as the people in the documentary. This is a game that goes across the world, is played in loads of countries, and from young people right the way up to the veteran leagues, which is people way above the target audience. I would assume that most people will, again, know about the sport but won't have any real knowledge of any rules and things like that, so in the documentary I would explain the rules and give examples of certain positions which I feel are relevant to the documentary. People I'd interview would be retired players who were playing when they get rules are different, current players who have had to adapt to how the rules have changed throughout their careers, young players who have grown up with the current changes and so don't see any difference, and I would also interview parents and family members who have seen how the game's changes and whether they think that the rules brought in have made it safer or have slowed it down. And finally, I'd also interview referees to see how they think the changes have affected the game.